Greetings, John. Your vitals are low. I'm regulating you.
Thanks.
Actual location. Unknown. Latest known location. The city.
Society. What do you guys think of this? So many allegories.
Her character, like actress aside, her character has a roller coaster of things to go through. She has the re-experiencing things, but with a partner who can like direct her as well. And she has this like all the turmoil of emotions for the first time, and then wishing she could go back to the way she was. Unlike the male hero who's like, nope, I'm cool without this regulator, right? She, on the other hand, has, no, I want it back. I see why society was good. Society was great that way.
A lot of it is predicated on a decision that John is making for Lara. He takes away her regulator and doesn't allow her access to it. I also kind of feel like there's sort of a whole male fantasy going on throughout it, because like she's like the totally unaware but completely adult woman that he gets to guide through this world that he's already familiar with. And then at the very end, when another male is introduced, he's visibly upset. So
Man, I didn't even think of it that way.
I'm like I don't know exactly what the movie was aiming for, but I felt uncomfortable.
I thought until you said that.
I totally saw that when another male was introduced.
I don't know if the director was drawing a parallel between addiction to digital technology, but also generally addictions altogether, like addictions in general. So it's hard to let go of it. You think that is what life is for you, and then when you start going away from it, you start appreciating the smaller things of life. But then when life gets tough, you want the same addiction. You want the same high all over again, just to distract yourself. So that's just something it made me think of.
I just wanted to comment on that. It made me very curious to see the universe they came from. In terms of where's this wreck from? She used terms like, you're not my alpha, I'm not wrecked, I want to be. So I wasn't as invested in what was going on in the screen. I kept thinking where did they come from? What's that universe? That sounds interesting. So that was my take on it. Like, it was well done, but, and perhaps that was the whole point, to get you thinking about where do they all come from, that this freedom is so precious, and and the questions that come with it and so on. But yes, so it did get me thinking about that.
It's interesting, every time she has a negative emotion, she wants the regulator back. It's about our relationship with technology, it's about our relationship with each other, it's about tasting life and the sweet and the sour and everything in between.
I agree with him. I liked when she punched him after he touched her after being aggressive. But then I was disappointed that they had sex right after. So, like, it felt like, oh, like, I'm aggressive, I'm a man, and you're now attracted to me because of that. Which I think it's like, especially if they're supposed to be an advanced society, it's like, I think we're over those things. Also, I think it could be a little bit shorter. There's a lot of montage going on, like him running and being happy, and then being sad, and then she being happy, and then they both being happy. It's like, I think we can shorten that a little bit.
It's interesting you say that. I mean, I think the point that both of you have made is very valid, that there's a weird power dynamic at play with these two people, which is why I liked the ending. When she walks forward and sees the other guy who's dressed in completely different clothing, and she's like, it's my turn now to show you how this world works.
So that's what I found interesting as well, because when he discovered her on the beach, my immediate thought was, they're gonna have sex. My second thought was, wouldn't this be curious if it was reversed, that she was the first person on the beach and she discovered a male? How would it have turned out?
I for sure saw a scar on his arm, but did anybody else not see it? I saw a scar on his arm that he didn't have a regular because he didn't grow up. You saw the scar? Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay, I was just gonna say that because I didn't see anything in the clothing choice as well too. Like, he was from another world, not the world that they were from. Like, he was from, let's say, our world, and that choice as well too, because that would have taken a totally different turn. if he is more human than like digital human, I would say, or android.
For science fiction, talking about how, and science fiction is all an allegory for how we deal with the technology of our world as it advances. This is a classic science fiction film. It throws us in the middle of a world we don't know. It tells us a story about the world we live in now. Whether that's about gender dynamics, whether it's about power, whether it's about the way we view the world in the light of technology, it's still up for debate.